What's up guys, my name is Desbul Almeida, back for GPD Realty. Today we are going to be talking about a topic that I've already done a video on, and given the number of queries and questions that people had, I want to do a much better video and a longer video discussing the details of the same. The topic in question is what is SANAD land, and it's a very important video for everyone out there who is planning on buying a land or investing in the Goan real estate market. Without much delay, let's begin today's video. So, what is SANAD? Let's start with the basics. A sanad is basically a government permission that allows you to legally construct on your plot. Think of it like this. You own the plot, you have all the plans ready for it, you have your architect on board as well. But until you get the sanad, you cannot legally start construction on the property. Sanad is equal to the final green signal from the government. It is issued under something called Section 49 of the Goa Land Revenue Code. But let's not get into the legal jargons of this of the code of developing in Goa. Let's keep it simple. And in simple words, Sanad means the government has checked your land, confirmed your documents, and is officially allowing you to construct on your property with a green signal. Now, why is Sanad land so important, and why are brokers always highlighting the fact that it's a Sanad plot for sale, land with Sanad for sale? If you're buying a plot in Goa, Sanad is one of the most important things that you need to ask about. Why? Because it basically implies that the land that you are planning to purchase or have purchased is buildable upon. It automatically reduces a lot of the legal compliances that you need to deal with, a lot of legal issues that may come up in the future when you go ahead try to build on the property. Banks only give loans against plots with sanad, and it basically increases the value of your land because there's a sanctioned building or sanctioned construction value towards this respective plot, which automatically raises the value of your property. Now, when do you apply for a sanad for your land? You apply for a sanad for your property when it has been converted from its agricultural status to to a non-agricultural status or settlement land. One thing important to highlight, which a lot of people misunderstand, is sanad and settlement is not the same thing. The process of converting agricultural property to a non-agricultural property is referred to as a conversion order or a conversion sanad, which is not as same or not the same thing as that we are discussing today. The process is very simple. First, you convert your property, then you apply for a sanad, which is your building permission, followed by your construction licenses, and finally you start building on your respective property. Now, what are the documents involved in order to apply for a sanad? To apply for a sanad, you need a very simple set of essential documents, beginning with 1N14 form, followed up by your zoning certificate, your survey plan. Ownership documents are a must, which include your sale deed or any other document that gives you the right or the title for a respective plot, site plans or building layout. Your NOCs would be required in certain scenarios, a conversion order for converted properties, and most importantly, your architect's drawings. Now, if these documents sound too much for you to arrange, GPT also provides licensing activities wherein we help you arrange and submit your file, as well as we streamline the entire process so that it is effortless for you in order to apply for a sanad. Now, what are the departments involved in issuing a sanad? A lot of people misunderstand that sanad comes just from one single department, when in reality, multiple departments give their clearance in order to finally get a respective sanad for your plot. This includes the TCP, which is the Town and Country Planning Department, followed by your village panchayat or municipality in case of cities. You have your environment department, which would be involved if the plot is near an eco-sensitive zone. Forest department may also come into the picture in case of certain cases. You have your revenue department, and finally you have the collector's office, which issues the sanad at the final stage. Now, a big question. In an industry where time is money, how long does it take in order to get a sanad? A lot of people think it can take as much as a year. Sometimes yes and sometimes no. On average, a sanad can take anywhere between 30 days all the way to 90 days if everything is clear. If the location requires any further NOCs or further site inspection, it can take around 3 to 6 months. Delays usually happen when the boundaries are unclear, survey numbers do not match, the name on the respective 1N14 is not the name you're applying the sanad for, architect's drawing need any further rectification brought into the accordance for the respective region, and if any NOCs are pending for the respective property. Coming to the costing and the fees, which may be one of the biggest reasons that you have come to see this video today. The costs or the fees involved in getting a sanad depend mainly on the area of the property. Typical expenses include your government fees, which range anywhere from 80 rupees all the way to 150 rupees. The variance is based on the respective zoning of the property, S1, S2, S3. Commercial would be at a different rate. Followed by your processing fees, your architect and engineer's fees, and the site inspection fees may be applicable in certain cases. Now, a big misunderstanding that a lot of people have, or a lot of landowners in Goa have, is that you need to apply for a SANAD for the whole plot. Well, that's not true. For example, if you have 1000 square meters of non-agricultural area or settlement property and you wish to develop only on 500 square meters of this respective plot, you can easily apply for a SANAD for just 500 square meters and claim the FSI only for 500 square meters and not the entire property. When you apply for a SANAD for 500 square meters, you only build within 500 square meters and get the FSI for 500 square meters, which is permissible for the respective region where your property is located at. Now, that's just the official fees. The unofficial fees, you can call it whatever you want, under the table facilitation fees would make a very relevant part of your respective costing for getting a SANAD and would vary based on file to file. That's not something that I can just quote here or give it out directly, as it is a subjective fees, and it would be very much subject to the kind of project, the future that you are that you wish to build on your respective property. Now, some common mistakes that I personally see in the real estate world from a lot of buyers and owners out there is that a lot of times people just assume that you can just begin construction on a property without checking the documentations entirely. A lot of times people don't confirm the respective zoning of the property from the TCP. People apply for a SANAD with improper or incomplete drawings. They don't take the appropriate NOCs before they apply for an NOC or begin construction. And the biggest one I would say is relying on the word of the respective owners that they may have bought the property from. You need to understand one thing entirely. SANAD is not something that is verbal. SANAD is something that is 100% technical. I'm going to be showing you some copies or a copy of SANAD for a property in order for you to understand that this is something that you need to be looking at or ask for when somebody says that this property has a SANAD. And automatically you get a basic idea of what to expect when someone says, I am selling my property with SANAD. Now, my quick advice to all those out there who are planning on purchasing a property in Goa or have the intention of developing their land that they already own. Always check if there is a SANAD on the property that's already existing. If not, include a minimum period personally of 4 months in your project plan in order to make sure that everything aligns in the perfect manner. Make sure that the architect that you're hiring is TCP approved, as they would be required to sign on the final plans or the overall plans that are being submitted to the TCP for the application of the SANAD. Keep all your documentations updated before applying for SANAD, as you would have everything, as there would be a need for everything to align. This includes your boundaries, your survey numbers, the names that you're planning to apply, and as well as the size of the property and the area that you're planning to apply for. Don't start the construction until you have a SANAD in your hands, as the penalties are going to be extremely high and it is illegal to construct on a property without a SANAD. Now, I hope that this video helped you understand the real meaning of SANAD land in Goa. If you have any further queries, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below and we would be more than happy to reply to the same. GP Realty also provides end-to-end licensing activities wherein we help you with all real estate based services in Goa, TCP approval, SANAD, making them effortless and entirely streamlined for you. If you like this video, feel free to like and subscribe to our channel. And if you know anybody who's out there searching for or is in search for SANAD land or wishes to apply for SANAD land or is planning to construct on their property, then please do share this video to them. Thank you so much.